All right. Good evening. Welcome to When Wisdom Talks. I'm Alisha.
And I'm Kadesha.
And I'm Naomi. And welcome to When Wisdom Talks.
I love them shades, lady.
Trying to do what we trying to do, you know.
A little something.
Well, anyway, fam, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us on this Thursday evening. You could be doing a lot of things, but you're here with us. So we want to thank you. Also, shout out to all of our newcomers. If you are a newbie, leave your name in the chat so we can give you a shout out and let you know how much we appreciate you. To all of those who are returning and who hang out with us every Thursday, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. We are just so elated and excited to have this time to spend with you. Of course, you know, every Thursday we come up with different topics and things to share with you. And tonight is no different. Of course, you know, Kadesha is going to give us the 411 and let us know what we're going to be talking about tonight. So, you know, this episode and every episode is sponsored by Wisdom on the Wall. You know what? Those two are so easy to get mixed up. Wisdom on the Wall and Be Inspired Global Network. And of course, you know, we come to inspire and empower all of you to live better and wiser through engaging discussions, fun activities, and inspiring special guest interviews. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the ball over to Kadesha.
Thank you. When you said 411, I was thinking about Mary J. Blige's song. What was it? What's
yes.
the 411?
Oh, Mary, you know, she always gives life with her music.
Oh my. She was on the Super Bowl? Or
Yes.
And
with the whole
school hip hop.
Yes. For life. Oh my gosh, yes.
That was awesome.
Mary was still bopping
down. I'm
doing the Mary, because you know her dance is called the Mary. So
I love it.
She got it going on in her 50s, I think, or 40s. Yeah. So 50s. Shout out to Mary J. Blige. We may have to have you on the show, girl. But no, welcome to our second week of June on When Wisdom Talks. And this month, we're actually just giving you some fun summer ideas. So today, I believe we're calling it Summersgiving. And so we're going to highlight some fun things for you to do this summer. So we're looking forward to sharing that with you. I'm looking forward to hearing the ideas from the ladies myself. So put your seatbelt on, tune in, get your favorite drink, whether it be alcoholic or non. Let me back it up a bit. I don't know what Mike put together. Some orange juice, seltzer water, strawberries, and something. Who knows what he concocted together. But it is good and virgin. Before we get into the show, we want to remind you to share and like. It takes 2.5 seconds. Remember to comment. So as we're talking to you and talking to each other, remember to have conversation with us in the comments as well. If you want to learn more about Wisdom on the Wall and what we do as a nonprofit, you can visit us at wisdomonthewalls.com. If you ever want to connect with us outside of the DMs, I know we're doing direct messaging and all of that jazz on social media, but you can always email us as well at info@wisdomonthewall.com. So I feel like I'm missing something, but you know what? It's all good. I'm going to kick it on over to Miss Alisha for our next segment. Everybody say, yeah.
Yeah. All righty. Well, this is our That's right. You guessed it. It is our Tell Me Something Good segment. This is the time that we're going to share some good stuff with you, whether it's something good we heard about, saw in the news, or something that we're personally doing that we consider to be good and fun. I don't know, wherever the good stuff is coming from, we're going to bring it to you live and in color tonight. So that's our Tell Me Something Good segment. And I'll go ahead and kick us off. I guess my Tell Me Something Good is about restarting a hobby, a long lost, forgotten hobby. And Kadesha, this is the result of you. You probably don't even remember, maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago. And I don't even remember what we were talking about, but you brought up something about hobbies. And I had mentioned, I don't think I have a hobby anymore, like, travel or whatever. But of course, all that for me has been preempted because of, the big C. But that might change very, very quickly. So, but anyway, I was also saying, well, I love to read, but that's not really a hobby. That's just something I really enjoy doing. So I guess it must have really kind of, I don't want to say bothered me, but it was really in my mind, in the subconscious. And I bought a little organizational contraption, for lack of a better word, from Michael's craft store. And so I ended up getting an email with a voucher, and then they added on some additional money on this voucher. And I was like, well, what else am I going to buy from there? So I started thinking about, of course, we've been talking about hairstyles and crocheting and the crochet braids. But for me, I think it really is latch hook, because that's really what it is. And that reminded me years ago, I think it may have been, I don't know, the end of middle school, the beginning of high school, whatever, I got into doing latch hooking. And I loved doing that. Like, it was just so fun to go from a blank canvas to this picture that you're trying to create. And I was like, you know what? Let me see if that's still around. Like, it's going to go away, right? But so I'm looking on Michael's website, and sure enough, they had some latch hook kits. And I was like, oh my goodness. So, we've been talking about dogs, and, I really want one, but, I don't think I'm mature enough for one right now. But so in its absence, the real one, I found this little latch hook, and it's called Puppy Love. So what latch hook is, you come with this little thing, little netting, and then you have all these little pieces of yarn that you will use your little latch hook to actually create my little puppy love. So once I finish, I will give my puppy love a name, and that'll be my dog until I actually get a real dog. But you know what? I am like really excited about this. And I kind of debated if I was going to share this tonight, but I am like really excited because I'm getting at least a little hobby for right now. But also I figured I'd share it because it'll make me accountable. I won't, put it aside. I'll be able to kind of share along the way how my little puppy love is coming along. So you saw right now I haven't started, and I've had it probably like 3 days or so. So hopefully next week I'll have something to show you. But I'm excited. So that's my Tell Me Something Good, because I'm going to have me a little fake puppy in a little bit.
First of all, I love the word that you use, and I'm over here sharing. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all share it on your page or send it out via text. But I love the word that you use, that you're not mature enough yet, because, we have to be real with our time restrictions, the things that limit us sometimes with getting these fur animals. So this is a great replacement, Alisha. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I feel like I've never been into latch hook or what's something that's big in my family?
Crochet. Oh.
Crochet.
Mhm.
Wait, the crochet, is that the one that makes the blanket? Yeah, that makes the
Yeah.
blankets.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I feel like in every black family, and maybe in other families too, I don't know. But I feel like it's only right to have grandmom and them crochet you a blanket.
Well,
That
it's funny. I used to do crocheting as well, but it never went far. Like my nephew is 30, and I still have what I started as his baby blanket, so that never finished. But I think whether it's crocheting or latch hooking, for me, it's just relaxing. Like you can have
that's
some
it.
music going, you can have something on TV, and you're just like going away with it. So that's
That's
what
it.
I'm looking forward to. Just that relaxation. It takes your mind off of everything that's going on. So I'm
Well,
excited.
that ain't my ministry, honey. Okay. So I'm looking forward to seeing yours. My cousin was trying to teach us, I guess it was crochet. I don't know which one we look, I don't even know which part art form it was, but I'm like, I can't do this. Like I tried, like it was all kumbaya on the floor. We trying to do this. I'm like, art wasn't my thing. So, I'm just going to stay in my lane, but I'm looking forward to seeing yours. It's funny, speaking of hobbies. So actually today I was on, I think it's like Route 1 or something. Um, and I was on the phone with my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I didn't even know that there was a skating rink here I think I was in Nottingham. And I'm like, hold up. I need to go get my skates and get to the skating rink. Because the only ones I had heard of was the ones in Baltimore. And no shout to Baltimore, but I don't want to be going skating in Baltimore. So I saw the skating rink, and then I've been running more into like bowling alleys and things of that nature. So I'm like, you know what? That can be something me and Mike can do. Like it doesn't have to be any special whatever, but like skating, like that was my thing. Like, and it's a good exercise. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna have to try to get skating in, squeeze that in this summer, for a hobby. But I wanted to kind of keep it for my tell me something good. I wanted to keep it within the summer theme-ish. And so a few weeks ago we went to Rita's Water Ice, and we tried what's called a blendini. And it was so good. So I'm not like, some people absolutely love ice cream. I have to be in the mood for it. So what the blendini is the water ice, and with blended with ice cream on top. And I'm telling you, there go Alisha face. Okay, don't knock it until you try it. I think I may have walked away with a large, okay? And I finished the entire thing. It was really good because they have like special flavors. I can't even remember the one I got, but it was so awesome. Like, cause to me, I like water ice. So if I go to Rita's, I'm just getting the water ice. I'm not really thinking about anything else. But I decided to go with, they have those promotional, what is it, posters and stuff. So I tried it, and it was really good. So if you are an ice cream lover, or maybe a water ice lover, so it's funny. So for us, like Alisha, did you guys have a lot of what's it, the shaved ice? Like I'm not a shaved ice fan.
We had water ice in Philly. It was water
Okay.
ice.
So yeah, water ice is my favorite versus the shaved ice. But
yeah, because it ends up being ice because all the juice go at the bottom.
Right. What about you, Naomi? Did you guys do a lot of shaved ice when you were coming up?
So we don't even call it that. We just call it snowball.
Yep, that's the name. That is the name. Yeah.
Okay. We know snowball, and you go to the snowball stand and you decide which flavor you want. And if you're from Baltimore, you understand egg custard is the best. I'm just saying.
And I'm going back on mute. I love it.
Oh,
So, but quiet as kept, I do think it would be a great business idea. Okay, so the little shaved ice stand or water snowball stand, whatever, I think it would be a great business idea. I'm just saying. But for me and my taste buds, for me and my household, we're gonna serve the water ice. Okay.
My face, you was talking about the face I made. It is because I was never really, it made me, when you said that blendini or whatever it's called, it made me think of the orange the orange popsicle with the ice cream in the middle. Like,
and that
I
was
never
good
could get with that.
too.
I just, that it's like one or the other, ice cream, or do you want a popsicle? Like,
Yeah.
no, I just can't. I'm gonna say I can't. I will try it, but it just made me think of that, and that's not like my favorite thing. So that's what it
and I didn't think I would, but I guess I just wanted to try something different. I mean, if I didn't like it, I would have just thrown it away or give it to Mike, who's like my garbage disposal. So
poor Mike.
Mike can eat anything, honey. It don't matter. With limits.
Isn't it give it to Mikey? Wait, what is it? The little thing? It's Mikey. He'll eat anything, whatever.
Oh, is that a thing?
It's like from years ago. Am I saying it right, Naomi?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
He'll eat it, you know.
That applies to this Mikey too. But yeah, it was really good. So that's my tell me something good. Try Rita's. The weather's been relatively warm, but yeah, go ahead and try you a Blendini.
That sounds so good. We actually found a new ice cream shop a little ways from here. And we were like, man, who knew? Sometimes all you gotta do is venture out a little bit and you'll find stuff that you didn't know was around and about. And the skating ring you talking about, Kadesha, is right up the street from us. So very familiar with it. But ain't nothing wrong with a little shake and bake on Pennsylvania Avenue in the city. Okay. I grew up going there. So I'm a Baltimore girl through and through, born and raised here. So, you know, when you live somewhere, it doesn't seem as bad as if you're from somewhere else. So we grew up going to Shake and Bake, and they actually closed it down for a little while. And then the mayor before this, 2 mayors ago, they redid it and remodeled it and everything. So it's really nice in there. And then they also do gospel skates too. So a lot of churches go and support Shake and Bake for that reason. So not too bad.
That's cute, Shake and Bake. I like that.
Shake
that's
and
really
bake.
Cute.
And that's you know, if you grew up in the city, that's where you went. You put them skates over your shoulder and you was up in there. And that's how you spent your weekend, going to Shake and Bake. And they also have a bowling alley downstairs on the bottom floor. So it's 2 in 1, and they have little rooms that you can rent and have little parties there. So it's like a community center. Yeah, it's very nice. And they, like I said, they redid it. So it's worth checking it out.
I will. I'm gonna put that on the to check out list. And look, we got Tanisha in the chat talking about you don't want to be going skating in Philly. Truth be told.
Wait a minute, let me see if I can put her. What should we try to see if I can put her thing up. Okay. Yes, no, I feel you. Yeah, certain places is like, but like I said, they're fixing up a lot of parts of Baltimore City. Shout out to Baltimore City Mayor, who Brandon Scott, who's doing a lot to improve the city. He's born and raised there too, so he understands that, you know, there's a lot of blighted communities there and homes that need to be rebuilt and stuff for the community. So yeah, every now and then I venture because I'm like, I know I'm from there. I'm from the hood, so I know, you know, and everything. But yeah, so you know, tonight I want to talk about the blessing of knowing your bra size. Oh, can I get an amen? That's my tell me something good, because I hung out with my sister Kendra on Monday. We had lunch and then we went to the mall. And it's crazy because, you know, I don't think I had myself sized since I was like in my 20s. And you forget that you expand, you know, as you grow and mature, you expand, you know. So, you know, I thought, okay, you know, I was getting a larger size. I know this might be TMI, but hey, we all ladies here, right? We all ladies. So I'm just keeping it
hold your ears, man. Hold your ears.
We all ladies, okay. So, you know, and I did get a larger size, but it wasn't the right one. So, you know, sometimes if it's not the right support, you know. So we went to Victoria's Secret, and Kendra was doing what she was doing, and she was like, yeah, I got myself sized and I got this particular bra and this and that. And I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna ask the lady if she can size me. So she ended up sizing me. And when I tell you, I was a whole cup bigger than what I thought. And I said, now I'm a what? A what? And I'm going to say it, y'all, but a D? I said, no, a D as in dog? Like, a D? Honey, where did that happen? Who? You got got the wrong chest because that ain't mine. She said, oh, yes, it is. And she said, try it on, you'll see. So I went in the fitting room, tried it on, and sure enough, I was like, now, I was wrong all this time. I was wrong all this time. But having the right size bra, it does something for your confidence. It helps your posture. It relieves the pressure off of your shoulders, your back. I mean, and honestly, there are health benefits to wearing the right bra size. And who knew? So I'm telling you, my whole life was changed. And here's the thing too, being a mother, sometimes you do forget to do these things for yourself, because I actually took my daughter as she's, growing and maturing. I took her to get sized and didn't even think to get myself sized. So, I was like, well, listen, today is my day. And so since Monday, I've been feeling like a whole new woman, child, because I actually got a bra that fit right, honey. And look, and I called Kendra yesterday, right? And I said, girl, I got to testify. Right now, I am high and lifted up. Okay. Okay, I am high and lifted up. I feel good. No spare change spilling out the side. Nothing.
You said no muffin top, none of that.
Top, nothing. Just feeling good. But yeah, so
girl, I am too through, honey. Mike is crazy because honey, I'm Mother Africa. Okay, when I don't have Mother Africa, my mother-in-law had a comment cracking me up. My hubby makes it his biz to know, but I don't know mine.
I mean, it's one of those things that I said after this. I said, ladies, put this in your self-care kit. Okay. True. Get yourself sized for the right size bra, because look here go Aunt Linda, she said you are right about wearing the right size bra, because I've been having problems getting the right size. But it's the truth. I mean, just that one little thing, and you'd be surprised. Like I said, Victoria's Secret does it free. You just go in there and say, hey, can you size me? No pressure to purchase anything. But it's well worth it, because literally my posture is different. The pressure on my back because wearing too small or whatever won't give you the support you need. So I was like blown away. But when she said D, honey, I said, D is, you talking about me? D is a dog. That's what I said to her. I said, me? No, you got this the wrong. You did not me. Mm-mm.
Oh my God. You was like, you needed a little puppy love.
I needed
D is a dog, right?
I needed some support, Alisha, here, because it took me a minute to process that. I was like, woo, but it works. It works. Some of y'all out there in internet land might be familiar with this. No, but some of us is Monday years old. Finding out about my right side.
I'm over here laughing at what's probably going through the mind of our male viewers. Just like, why did I tune in right about now?
Look, they got mothers, they have sisters, they have wives. And honestly, truth be told, there's been stories where people discover lumps in their breasts as a result of their spouse finding it. So it's like, look, y'all are part of it. They are part of this journey.
That's right.
But that's funny. You said kids and dog. You almost took me out with that one.
Because I need to make sure. I need to verify. Because I was like, you talk about me? No.
OMG.
Oh my goodness gracious. I love it. Well, these were some great stories tonight, ladies. So we're going to just turn it back over to Kadesha to take us into the next segment, okay?
I don't even know how to top that one, honey. I don't even know where to go from here. So we're just talking about, so we are your special guest tonight. We're talking about creative ways to vacation. I'm going to try to get through all I have to say in about 6.5 minutes. But I love the summertime. So, and I was listening to something the other day where it was given, I don't remember them actually at all, but it was given the benefits of being outside and being amongst like fresh water and different like oxygen that comes from it. And I'm like, oh, that's it, God. Like, that's why I like being out. It's healthy. It's healthy, right? But it's like it makes me and most people feel good. So I always look forward to the summer. I'm like, anytime I can sneak myself away to a beach or something. Hey Bonetta, she said, hey everybody. But so we just want to give you some creative ways to enjoy vacation. And obviously beach is going to be a part of what I'm going to be telling you about. But one of the things that you can do, with actually Naomi alluded to earlier, is venture out in your backyard. Like, discover the local parks, ponds, and beaches that are within like 10 to 15 miles from you. Mike and I, because I done told you I went on my little rampant last week talking about this beach that was far from us, right? Charging us to get in because we weren't residents of the county. And so when we came back, Mike found something close to our home, literally probably 12 to 15 minutes. So one way to do that, because my husband's very good with like natural GPS, I'll call it, but looking like at the map on, in the car. So he was looking where there was water. So he just followed the map and got us to some water. And so anyway, we found like this pond that is near us, but it's not just a pond, it's a park. And so they had places for trails, so you could walk, places people were fishing. They had docks for boating, so you seeing all the people go out in their boats, come back. It's an awesome place to watch the sunset. There were grills and like pavilions, so people could rent it out for parties. It was baby showers, all types of stuff going on in our backyard. And it was free, and you didn't have to pay for parking. And if you forget any snacks or anything, Royal Farms was literally up the street. Like, it was the perfect place. And it's called the Mariner Point Park in Joppatown, literally right up the street. So of course that's been our kind of like our getaway. Like, we can get there and just have a good time, and you can take snacks and just enjoy yourself. And we met like some cool people. We met this couple, and they were okay. They were talking to us about turtles real quick. So turtles, the female turtle can actually hold 2 sperms at one time. And so the female turtle, and actually I think it's more than that, I think she said 3. She gets to choose which sperm she wants based off of how like strong that turtle is. This is the female turtle with all this power. Like, I'm like, imagine a woman being able to choose who my baby daddy gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it was amazing. This lady was just talking to us. But anyway, that's one of the benefits of finding this like local places in your backyard. You get to meet cool people. But one of the things about the beach, so I said local beaches, and this is more like a staycation, right? So you don't have to spend a lot of money on this. But if you're going to travel to the beach, of course, be safe. On Wednesday, my good nurse friend was on there telling us to enjoy the summer. So get out, but just be safe and be cautious, of course. So if you're going to head to the beach, I was looking up top things that you need to bring to the beach with you. And one of the things, Renika, one of our special guests, I think it was last week, mentioned this, we really need to have sunscreen, y'all. So I know with all of our melon, we don't like to use sunscreen. We don't burn as easy as some other cultures. However, we still are susceptible to cancer and sunspots and all of that. So it is important that we always have sunscreen. But some of the things you bring to the beach: sunscreen, of course, your bathing suit, your beach towel, your picnic blanket, your sunglasses, and your beach bag. And so this past weekend, I went to the beach with mom and sis, and we were just people watching and enjoying a good time. But you see so many things that people are using now for the beach. So I want to share my screen and show you some of the cool things that people are bringing to the beach. And I was like, oh, I need to get this. So and literally, I think I saw almost all of these at the beach. So that first blanket, like, it's a huge, I'll call it a beach friendly blanket, but it allows you to put, because one of the things, like when you're using a towel, you're like, well, where am I going to put my food and where am I going to put my phone in? But if you have the big beach blanket, then you can put everything on there. Get with your boo, get with your children, your grandchildren, your fur babies, whomever. Y'all can all fit on the blanket. The other thing that I like at the beach is this chair to the right, and you can put your sunscreen, put your water in there. But one of the things I haven't tried, and I am that little canopy. Oh my. I definitely want to get one of these canopies. That is super cute. Like blue is my favorite color. So definitely maybe trying this canopy, but you have to be careful. Be cautious though, because some beaches do not allow you to have canopies, unfortunately. They will allow you to have the umbrellas, but they won't allow you to have the canopy. And then with all this stuff that you're traveling, because if you like me, the bag lady, then you're gonna need you a nice little beach cart. And so these are some of the cool things happening on the beach. I also another cool thing in terms of creative ways to vacation is let's just try different things and be like a little daredevil a little bit. So you can, one of the things I want to do is just kind of randomly pick some spots on the globe and just like have it as a vacation spot, right? So when me and Mike was at the beach a few weeks ago, there were some people next to us, Black people, and they were speaking Spanish. So Mike always assumes that dark skinned people speaking Spanish are from Dominican Republic. So I said, well, where are you guys from? And so they were from Colombia. And that was actually to my surprise, because most of the people that I meet from Colombia are on the fairer skin, lighter skin side. Like I never seen Black people from Colombia. Panama, yes. Dominican Republic, of course. Puerto Rico, but never Colombia. So anyway, we was talking to them. She said, it's an awesome place to visit. And so I was like, bing, I'm going to put that right on my to visit list, Colombia. But look at your globe and figure out like some of the ways, whether it's a globe or even a map. So let's say, you live in Maryland or Delaware, look at the 3 or 4 states that are neighboring your state and choose to visit it, and then discover their local parks and their local aquariums and their local beaches and ponds, etc. So you don't have to get in a plane to vacation or to have a good time this summer. Like you can totally do something local, even though the gas is astronomical. However, you can still have a good time. And the last thing I want to mention was some of the foods that you can have while you're on vacation. So we can have a mix. We can have a combination. So I'll give you one healthy, one unhealthy. Healthy would be some nuts. Unhealthy would be pizza. Healthy would be some fruit. Unhealthy would be funnel cake. I enjoyed me funnel cake this past weekend. Healthy would be popcorn. Unhealthy would be French fries, which y'all know I love. And then healthy would be water. And then unhealthy would be a nice sweet Pepsi that I did also enjoy this past weekend. So, different ways to enjoy it. But I would definitely blend it a little bit. Had a little blendini, as Rita calls it, between the healthy and unhealthy snacks. And make sure you take pictures and make sure you share with us, y'all, where you go, who you going with. Yes. Tag, share.
Who's next? Is it me? I'm up next talking about the movies.
Woohoo!
So I love finding new places to vacation, especially with the kids. Every year we're thinking of new places we can go, places they've never been before, places that we can drive to. We hadn't necessarily put them on a plane yet because it was a little different. It was like having 2 under 2, or having twins and having to transport them. And but we were like, wherever we're going to go, we're going to drive so we can stop wherever we need to stop, and whatever the case is. This year, actually, we are putting them on a plane, so they're looking forward to it. They're little, like, but I'm like, it'll be fine. You'll survive. Trust me. It'll be great. But yeah, so this is definitely the perfect time to vacation. But when you're on vacation, you might want to look at some new movies or TV shows. And even if you don't go on vacation, if you're home for the summer and you're chilling and you have time, that would be the perfect time to watch some good movies. So my job is to tell you about some of the wonderful movies, the hottest movies and TV shows to expect this summer. So here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like a news report. I got my paper here. So the first movie, and this is going to be a combination of both movies and TV shows, and I have 10, so we're going to move through this very quickly. The first one is Jurassic World Dominion. This one is going to be in theaters on June the 10th. Now, the one thing I do love before I go into the list is that the great thing is now you don't necessarily have to go to the movies to watch new movies. If you have streaming apps like Netflix, Hulu, a lot of them release new movies on there. So if you can't make it out, you can definitely stay in and watch some new movies. But this one, Jurassic World Dominion, in theaters on June the 10th. And the synopsis is: the future of mankind hangs in the balance as humans and dinosaurs coexist following the destruction of Isla Nublar. So that should be interesting. I don't know. We have to see. And I want to give a shout out to aarp.org for this list. They did a great job putting together these movies. And this movie, Jurassic World Dominion, is going to have star Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and others. So you can look for that one. The next one, I'm going to move right along in my slideshow, is Hustle. Now, I am looking forward to this movie because it is starring Adam Sandler, and Queen Latifah is playing his wife in this movie. Oh my gosh. So from the trailer, this is going to be released on Netflix. This one's coming out on, well, it's already out actually. So it's in theaters already, and it also released on Netflix yesterday. So this weekend, I plan on watching this. But this movie, when I watched the trailer, the chemistry between Adam Sandler and Queen Latifah was amazing. I'm talking about two talented icons in the acting entertainment world together on the screen. Oh my gosh, the chemistry is out of this world. So y'all have to watch it. It is on Netflix, like I said, and in theaters. And so the synopsis is: after a down on his luck basketball scout discovers an extraordinary player abroad, he brings the phenom back without his team's approval. Dun, dun, dun. So that's going to be so awesome. You got to check that out. Okay, so the next one on the list, this is a TV show. Iron Chef Quest for an Iron Legend. And this comes out on Netflix on June the 15th. So if you love cooking shows, if you love watching competitions, this one is definitely going to be for you. This is a spinoff of another show, Top Chef. So this is going to be, it's got the Iron Chef, spinoff from Top Chef. So if you ever watch that, then you kind of know what to expect. But of course, they're always going to put a spin on it. So you got to watch it. The next one on the list. Okay, so how many of y'all remember the original Father of the Bride? Do y'all remember? Okay, so this one is a remake of the 1950 Spencer Tracy comedy classic, and then it was also remade again in 1991 with Steve Martin. That's the one we're probably familiar with, right? So this one's going to be coming out on June the 16th on HBO Max. So remember, I told you don't necessarily have to go to the movie theater. A lot of these movies are streaming right on some of the apps on your Roku TV, your Fire TV, or whatever. So make sure you check that one out. All right, so on to the next one. Oh, y'all got some watching to do. I hope y'all are taking notes because there are a lot of good shows coming out. Oh, now this one, oh my gosh, is going to be amazing. Maya Rudolph. I don't know if you follow her, but she's been on SNL, Saturday Night Live, a lot. Her mother is Minnie Riperton. I don't know if you knew that, but her mother is Minnie Riperton, and she's going to be starring in this show called Loot, and it's going to be on Apple TV Plus, June the 24th. You got to check this out. So she's turning 50. The show is about her turning 50 and dealing with, and she's a billionaire who's dealing with midlife crisis after her husband cheated on her. So listen, you heard all of that?
Wait a minute, but what if you don't have? Do you have to have Apple to have Apple TV?
You don't. So they
Okay.
have an app. They have an app. So you go to the so if you have Roku TV or if you
Yes.
have Fire Stick or some streaming system or device, you go to your app center and you download Apple TV,
Okay.
and you'll be able to, because we don't have an Apple TV, and we still can download it, and we have in the past. So you can definitely just go and download it. And the show is called Loot, June the 24th. So you got to check it out. Okay, now this one's interesting. Only murders in the building. So if you like mystery movies, it's a mystery slash comedy with Steve Martin and Martin Short. Now you know, and then they threw Selena Gomez in the mix. So this is definitely going to be interesting. This is going to be on Hulu, June the 28th. Is coming out. So if you have Hulu, you can check this one out. It's supposed to be so funny. It has the landlord, and then you have the suspects. And so it's a whole mix of a mystery and a comedy. And then we have, okay, so this one is kind of near and dear to me because I am a person who loves historical dramas and period pieces. So this one is about Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth. But you know, what's crazy is this one is funny because in the comments of this, the person was like, now how many different times are you going to tell the story of Queen Elizabeth? Right? I mean, you know, we done heard it all. Actually, this one is going to be a little different because it's about her being a teenage orphan who was aggressively courted by an older gentleman named Thomas Seymour after Henry VIII's death. So this is going to be a little more, you know, intense. So I think it might be worth watching. It's called Becoming Elizabeth, and it's going to be on Stars on June the 12th. So that's another one to look out for. Okay, we are almost done. Two more, and we have completed our list. This one is called The Old Man, and it's going to be coming out on Fox or FX. So if you have FX, this is something for you to watch out for. June the 16th. And how many of y'all remember Jeff Bridges, the actor Jeff Bridges? He's an older actor, but this is his first lead role on a TV show. So this might be something interesting too. It's a CIA agent who went off the grid and now he's doing some work. He's back on the scene. So it might be kind of interesting to see his transition, you know, from being retired and then being reactivated. So that's why it's called The Old Man. So this one may be interesting. Again, that's going to be on FX June the 16th. And the last one is an awesome movie, and I definitely want to see this given the fact that I have some Native American relatives that live in Lincolnton, North Carolina. They so Reservation Dogs is the show. It's going to be on Hulu August the 3rd, and it's one of TV's few 2021 debuts with a perfect 100% Rotten Tomatoes score. Now you know that's rare because they can be quite rude and crude on Rotten Tomatoes, giving you 50% and 60%. I'm telling you. So for this to get a 100%, I put this on the list just for that reason. And so it's centered around a reservation in Oklahoma. Native American teens plotting to escape Oklahoma. So this may be something for you all to watch. So that is the list of TV shows to check out and movies. Make sure you put it on your list and just have a ball, whether you're at home vacationing or you're away vacationing. You got some work to do, Sam.
I'm looking forward. I wrote down almost all of them. But those were some interesting ones for sure. So I'm looking forward to some downtime in the summer, putting my feet up with my lemonade and watching some of those shows that you mentioned. But yeah, it's interesting when you learn about people who lived on reservations and the different changes that they've been through and go through. And it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. It's very interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, y'all did a great job. First
Yeah.
of all, let me just say that. But yeah, similar to Kadesha, I'm writing down someone's, especially that hustle one. I'm like, okay,
I
with
can't
Queen
wait.
Latifah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm doing this weekend. I'm watching that because that's going to be amazing. I just know it.
Look,
Oh,
Aunt Linda already, she beat us to it. She watched it yesterday.
okay. Was it good?
She said it was good.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Love it. All righty. Well, I'm going to be expanding on some of what Kadesha hit on. First of all, I love the thing with the globe. I was thinking you were going to say spin the globe and then touch it. Yes, and just pick a spot. Um, but yeah, I love that. And so I'm going to be talking about some cost-effective ways to enjoy the summer. So I'll be expanding on some of the things that Kadesha may have mentioned and adding some additional ones. And again, as she mentioned, the gas prices, we're dealing with inflation and all that good stuff, if you want to call it that. So when you're thinking about preparing for summer and doing some fun things, you may start worrying that your little pocketbook may start screaming because of the money that's going to be flying out. But we got something for you, okay? And y'all know me with my acronyms. I love my little acronyms because first of all, it keeps me on point to cover everything, but also hopefully it'll give you an easy way to remember some of these tips. So since I'm going to be talking about some activities, I'm going to go through 10 is the magic number tonight, it seems like. So I'm going to go through 10 cost-effective ways to enjoy the summer using activities as my little roadmap. So A is for attend a baseball game. Attend a baseball game. And this is something I actually did. This was during my engineering years in corporate America. And the company actually had a outing at the Blue Rocks game here in Delaware. And it's just great because similar to Delaware, a lot of other states actually have minor league teams when it comes to baseball. So you can go see a baseball game very cheaply and do it with some people that you enjoy. Because I really think in many of those cases is about who you're hanging out with. So, make sure you take some people who are fun, just in case the game is kind of long and, not many hits are coming. You can be joking about anything and everything else. So attend a baseball game. The other thing is our C is for consider going camping. Consider going camping. There are some people, not present person included in this, but there are some people who believe that heading to the great outdoors to take a camping trip is a fun-filled way to enjoy the summer. Now, let me just say some of these things, actually, it's just probably two things on the list that I may not consider, but I couldn't be judgmental. I couldn't just give you what Alisha would do. So I had to give you everything. This is one that Alisha won't be doing unless it's what they call glamping. I'll probably do that, but the traditional camping is not going to be me. But yeah, you could go out into the woods and enjoy yourself. But for those who may not want to venture too far, as we talked about the whole gas prices, you could set up camp in your own backyard. Kadesha used that term, backyard. So you can do it, pitch a tent in your backyard, start a fire, preferably far away from your home, okay? Start a fire, do your little s'mores, and just enjoy the stars, and your kids will get a kick out of it. You don't have to worry about campsite fees, none of that. You could do all that in your backyard. The T in activities is for tackle a good hiking trail. Tackle a good hiking trail. This is probably another one Alisha may not be doing. But I won't say never, but I probably, we shall see. But this is not on my immediate to-do list, okay? But again, it's a good one. I mean, I know some people who actually have hiking trail clubs, for lack of a better word. It's great exercise. If you like the outdoors like that, you can see Mother Nature at its fullest. But again, you can put on your backpack, make sure you put some water in there so you can stay hydrated, put some snacks in there just to, fuel yourself. And I would probably add maybe a compass and maybe a map of maybe you're going to a state park so you don't get lost. We want you to come back home, okay? So again, tackle that trail. The I is for invite family and friends to a cookout. Invite family and friends to a cookout. I don't know about you, when you think about the summer, nothing screams the summer like a good cookout. Everybody getting together, fun just hanging out with your family and friends, everybody doing some kind of latest slide, whatever, but hopefully during that day, you have some great weather. That's right. There you go, Kadesha. You have some great weather, great food, great friends, great family, just a great day. So remember the cookout. The V is for visit your local zoos and museums. Kadesha hit on that a little bit, but take it a little further. Visit your local zoos and museums. If you really want to save some money, you could pack up some food, your little snacks and your little drinks, take it with you. And, they usually have some little picnic tables out somewhere. You can sit there and, enjoy that. But actually just go see what's in your backyard. And we were talking about backyard. It turns out there is a zoo not too far from me that I didn't even know of. I mean, I knew of the one in the city or whatever, but there's one, not too far from me. So I will be checking out the zoo. The other thing is the I is for investigate your neighborhood on a bike. Investigate your neighborhood on a bike. So you're getting your exercise in. But the other thing is you get to meet and greet some of your neighbors that you probably don't even know. I know my immediate neighbors around me, but you get to meet some other people. The other thing is if you're looking for some great landscaping ideas, you can just ride your bike and do the neighborhood and see what other people are doing. The other thing is there are trails. Some neighborhoods have trails that you can, go through and even take your bike to a different park and be able to ride the trails through there. So you're getting your exercise, but also being able to sightsee. The T is for take time to go to the library. Take time to go to the library. So again, we're talking about cost-effective ways to enjoy the summer. Anybody who knows me knows I love the library. I mean, I told you I like to read, and at one point I was calling it my hobby. That gives you an idea that I like the library. But the whole point about the library is there is so much in there you can do. And remember, we're talking about the summer. So that is a free place you can go and get some free air conditioning. If you want to listen to your music or, listen to I know you do your audiobooks, Kadesha, you can go in the library, kick back and enjoy the air conditioning. But the other thing is your great libraries will have lecture series, classes, and for the most part, they're free. There may be some things that may be a nominal fee, but again, a great place to go. And also your good libraries will have a great area for your children where there are games and different types of entertainment that they can get involved in, and they're in a safe environment. So check out the library. The other thing is the other I is for imagine you're a tourist. Imagine you're a tourist. When you think about it, our hometowns or where we probably live right now, we take for granted. We don't really think about all the good things that are in the area. So act like you are a tourist. Think about it. Depending on where you live, your state or your city, somebody probably has paid some money to come and vacation in your area for a good reason. So why don't you find those little gems that people are actually coming to explore? The E in for activities is for enjoy some local entertainment. Enjoy some local entertainment, whether it's concerts, whether it's your festivals, your county fairs, parades. We have the 4th of July coming up. So there are going to be a lot of things going on where you can enjoy the local entertainment. And again, depending on where you live, there may be some free outdoor concert series where you could just park and listen and not have to worry about paying a fee. And lastly, we have S, and Kadesha hit on this quite a bit in terms of soak up some sun. Soak up some sun, and this is going to the beach. Like she mentioned, you don't have to do what they did and had pay for a beach. There are some free beaches you could go to. And if you don't have any beaches in your state, again, travel to the neighboring states and go and check out some free beaches. But also, you can soak up the sun by the pool. There are community pools. There's also, I think Philly has, I think they call them spray parks, where you can go and, can cool off in the water and in the sun and really enjoy yourself. So any way you slice it, if you take any one of these 10 things we talked about, you will actually find yourself doing something fun, cost effective during the summer months. And the great thing is it won't burst your budget. So let's have fun. Let's enjoy ourselves, do it safely, and come back. And as Kadesha said, report. Let us know what you're up to, what you've done. And that is what I gave you tonight. We're going to stick with that. I think I hit everything. So
That was a lot. I'm like, okay. It's making me very excited just to try
yes,
something new, right? I mean, we get into the mundane routine of life. And it's like hop on a bike, like you said, go tour the neighborhood, like check on my neighbors. Hey
yes.
Bob, or like
Or who are you? I haven't met you before. I live down there. Where do you live? I think I agree with you. You used the appropriate word, excited. As I was going through these, I was like, wow, this is like really cool. So I will be reporting on some of these things as well, because really it is like you said, we just don't really think about them. And I'm glad this was my assignment for tonight, because I'm excited.
I
but
think too, we a lot of times we're limited to what we think you can do in the summer. And that's what this list did. It kind of opened your mind, because most of us think, oh, vacation, beach, this or that. But there's so
Mhm.
many other things you can do, including meet new people, get on your bike, ride. And
Yes.
actually tomorrow night, I'm taking Lily to the M&T Bank Stadium downtown. They're having movie night there. They're showing
Oh,
Sing 2 on the big
oh,
jumbotron.
cool.
Go, you take your kids. It's only a couple bucks if you register ahead of time, and it's something different. And I asked her if she wanted to go. She was like, sure. So that'll be an experience that
Aw.
she'll have. My son, of course, he's not trying to go. But anyway,
He's a little too old for that
I
now.
don't think so. No, mom, whatever. But anyway, well, her and I are gonna go, and so there are so many things to do. And I'm a big advocate for finding new things to do in your city or wherever you are,
Yes,
because there's so
yes.
many undiscovered gems right where you live. I didn't even know they had the movie night down in M&T, but I saw it
Mhm.
on social media, and I was like, that would be great. And it's what, a couple of bucks, and you can take your own
Exactly.
little snacks and enjoy the movie in a new way.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. It's
And
just
that's the
about
way
being
to oh go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's just about being intentional. When
Yeah.
you put your mind to it, all these things kind of come to you. So just being intentional about saying we're going to do some fun things.
And that's a way to like invest in your community, by
Yeah.
just putting the dollars right back where you live. And it's like, I'm just really excited. Like, I was just writing down, getting some ideas, because it's just a new way to do new things with either new people or even the
Hmm.
same people, right? That you
Hmm.
may have been doing life with forever, but haven't tried anything new. Like
Right.
horseback riding, we had talked about, a few of us talking about doing and trying to figure out when we
Mm.
can squeeze that in. So it was like, I don't know why the summertime just causes us to think outside the box. I guess because literally we can be outside,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
this has really caused me to think outside the box for sure. So I'm excited.
Cool. Cool
And
beans.
speaking of neighbors, I was talking to my neighbor earlier. Actually, he's so cute. And I don't, this has been on my mind, so I just want to share it. But he was just talking about somehow we got on the dryer vents. This ain't got nothing to do with summer, but I just want to encourage y'all to make sure you clean your dryer vents, because it
Yeah.
really is a safety hazard. I know, unfortunately, I know people who've lost their home as a result of it not being clean. So um that ain't got nothing to do with summer, but you know what? Add that to your summer to-do list. Make sure your vents, your dryer vents, your air vents, and all that is clean.
Or summer cleaning. I mean,
There you
Yeah,
go.
summer
absolutely.
cleaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fit it
Wow.
right all in.
This was good, y'all. Yay. I may have to
Woo!
like make a real list, like a real book on, all right, let's try this in June, try this in July, try this in August. So
Hmm.
we hope you guys enjoyed the show. I mean, dang, we got what, 2 minutes left. So please tell us what you're doing this summer. Give us some ideas. Look, if you want to do something together, let us know. Some of us are clusters in certain areas, certain pockets of cities and states, and sometimes all you need is just that one person to do something with. So we are family. When Wisdom Talks and Wisdom on the Wall, we are family. So if you don't know who to do something with, I'm telling you, put it in the chat, and somebody may say, hey, I'll do it with you. So we're glad that you can tune in this Thursday. Of course, we're going to be here next Thursday, same time, same place. Put in your calendar. Make sure you tell somebody about it. This episode, as always, When Wisdom Talks, was brought to you by Wisdom on the Wall Inc. and Be Inspired Global. Don't forget to share and like our When Wisdom Talks page on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube page. Tell somebody about it. Don't forget also that we are connecting with you Monday nights for the pop-up prayer. We have a fabulous Wednesday morning empowerment prayer at 6 a.m. Y'all, we up early, feeding you Bible for breakfast. And then, of course, every Thursday we are here. So remember to stay safe, stay blessed, stay in faith, and get your butt outside and do something fun and adventurous for this summer. So until next time, we'll see you soon.
See ya.